Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I hope everybody is having an amazing Friday. I wanted to go ahead and do a speed build because honestly, ever since I got an opportunity to play Get Together, I've been kind of in love with building and trying to test my limits and see what Jen can and cannot do. I really wanted to go for something just a little more, not necessarily contemporary, because I don't know all the certain names or like the fancy wording for different types of buildings, but I do know that I wanted to do something modern. Now, I know there is so many modern builds, and I do feel like there's something very easy about a modern build. It's pretty square, no pun intended, if you don't mind me saying. But either way, I really love this build. I always say this every time I do decide to do one of these build thingy jiggers, that it's my new favorite build or whatever, but like this one's really cool because it's something I haven't done before. I mean, I've done modern builds before, but I feel like this is very not me. And I don't know, it's just something about it that I don't know, I wanted to test my limits. And like I said, I was very inspired by the super modern objects in Get Together or whatever it's called. I always call it Get to Work because they're so similar. But yeah, I don't know, I really love this house. And I'm going to be honest with you, the only thing I'm really not a fan of is maybe the way I decorated it on the inside. Because I don't know, I just feel like my decorating skills are good. I do decorate very nicely, but when it comes to matching the exterior and the interior, it's a little bit of a struggle. So by all means, if this is something you want to redecorate, you are able to do so. In fact, I actually encourage it. The description for this house is that, you know, the previous owners were a young family just starting out, and they had a little boy, and you know, their decorating skills weren't the best of best. And so, you know, this home is in a deep need of renovation, and I do feel like this home would be perfect in Get Together, like especially in the more like business district or what have you, because it is a type of building that does match that aesthetic almost perfectly, in my personal opinion anyways. But I really do love the architecture of this house. It just, I don't know, it just speaks to me. I really love it so much. And I go back and forth quite a bit in this build and experimenting with different things and stuff like that. But I definitely knew I wanted to incorporate woods and paneling and you know, bricks and different things of that sort. I feel like I really did a nice job when it came to building. And I feel like I'm getting better and better and better with each build. I don't know, I'm really proud of this one. I wanted to almost keep this as like a starter house, and I guess you could if you just bought it without all the furnishings. I don't think it'd be that expensive, but it's definitely like a starter family house or a starter like sim house. You know, maybe you have a single sim who finally can afford a nice little pad, and you know, you pick this one out. I don't know. It's called Sultan's Square because it is very square and rectangular and very like sharp edged. My favorite definitely has to be the backyard. I just love the way that this long awning kind of comes out, and then you have the pool that, you know, is kind of encapsulated into what's going to be like a wood deck. I really love that. Just like that little detail there. I'm like almost shocked that I even made this damn thing. I was like, you know what, maybe I'll just do like a house tour, because sometimes I do that because these builds can give me motion sickness when I'm editing them. But I really wanted to like show you guys my skills and maybe give you guys ideas, because you can kind of see how I play around and how I come up with, you know, these builds and stuff like that. Because and maybe just get a sense of how I build more or less, and how I start and things like that. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it'd be kind of fun because I do enjoy watching people's builds from time to time and just trying to see how they kind of put the puzzle pieces together, because it is like a puzzle in many ways. And I don't know, there's a lot of things about this house that I love, and a lot of things about this house that you know, I feel like you guys could probably do a little bit better on. The interior, I don't mind the way that the rooms came out and stuff like that. I actually really like it. This big section here is for the kitchen, and I don't know, I like that. I do. I ended up actually changing the way that the kitchen is laid out. We don't end up having those whoa whoa, there was like a seizure on the screen. We don't end up having those columns there in the end. In the end, it doesn't even matter. And I'm just kidding. Some Lincoln Park for you. But I do end up actually doing something a little bit different. I'm like, gosh, that is such a small bedroom. What am I going to do? Just dig into the master. That's not even a big deal. But I feel like while we're playing around here, I don't know. I feel like I have a lot of stuff going on in my head. I really do. And I just really wanted to like execute this perfectly. You can see even in here that I go and I save like the file to my gallery, but not like uploading it, but just saving it because I don't trust my game. It's easier for me to save that way versus going through and clicking save and risking the chance of overwriting a previous save because I'm notorious for that stuff. Oh my gosh, my phone's ringing, but I can't answer it right now. But anyway, as you can see, I'm trying to figure out the landscaping. The landscaping was something that was very tricky for me to kind of figure out because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do something super duper intricate and crazy, but then again, I really did like the cleanliness of it. So I went with something just a little more simple and using these ground floor lights to illuminate. Oops. Illuminate things and yeah, I like it. I do. And then there I go saving again. And I'm just going at it. I feel like a little Tasmanian devil when I'm building. Actually, I feel like I'm a roly-poly. Like I'm super slow, you know? But I don't know. You guys got to let me know what you think of this build and, future suggestions for other builds and stuff like that. But I do feel like this is a house that I would totally have my Stella McCarthy move into, or, maybe a Sim from Get Together. I would definitely change out some of the furnishings and interior stuff for some of the get together work objects. Oh my god, my phone is buzzing off the hook. Like seriously, I can't even concentrate. It's like driving me nuts. I put it on mute, but it's kind of like it's not working for me. Can I please mute this damn thing? Like I don't need the ring of vibrating. I don't need anything. Just oh my gosh. Oh my god. I'll call you right back. Can you please stop bothering me? Thank you. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Like, how rude. But yeah, here we are in the kitchen. I decided to go with a large arch. And then for like the kitchen, I did a little back. Oh my god. A little backsplash of the rocks or whatever. I actually really like that. And then I was trying to figure out how I wanted to put this little breakfast nook, but then I didn't really actually now that I'm thinking about it, I like the chairs there, but I really wanted to fit in a decent sized table. So I tried to later on just make it all work. I really do love the kitchen though. I think it's really cute and nice and just, I don't know, it's kind of busy. It's a little busy because it's small, but as much as I feel like this could be a family house, I also feel like in many ways it's just like a roommate kind of house or like a singles house or, whatever the situation is. I don't know. What kind of Sims do you feel would live here? Now, if you had to pick a family or imagine a family, residing in this residence, would it be a family? Would it be some single Sims? I don't know. I'm curious as to what you guys get out of this. I really do love the mirrors on this wall here. I think I added 3 together just to create almost like a picture with mirrors. It's weird. And then I had to put in the paneling. I was just playing around to see how I liked it and where I liked it. But I do like the way that this comes out. I try to add little splashes of colors here and there and everywhere. And even trying to play with the mirrors and seeing if, I added in pictures how that would look. I really love these spotlight lights. They're really nice. And I just like the way they illuminate things. I even put like the little strip lights or whatever they're called. I forgot what they're called. Underneath the cabinets. Now, one of the hardest areas for me to decorate in the entire universe of universes, I think it all comes down to this living room area. I don't know why, but just trying to like move this furniture around and figure out how and where I would like to place it. Now that I'm looking at it, I do like the angle in the corner, putting the TV right there. I do actually like that a lot better than the end result. But it's easy for you to fix. Like you may like the way that they are now, but I like the way that they were. Just because when you come in through the door, it doesn't seem so like blocked off. But over here, we definitely have a little space for a computer. You know, if your sim has to do late night progress reports for, you know, school or, you know, late night, you know, gaming, you never know. I'm not here to judge or research for whatever career that they could possibly be in. Definitely a nice little place to have there. I put a bookshelf underneath the stairs. I like the way that they look against the wall. But again, you could easily just put that back there. I actually ended up moving it so it's like against the window. Some of these things I did were a little kooky because I was half asleep and I really wanted to build. I think once I get into a funk with building, I literally can't stop, won't stop. But, you know, it's kind of up to you. That's the cool thing about these builds is you can literally tweak this to be your own, or you can purchase this furnished and have at it and decorate it yourself. But I do love it. I do. It's all about experimentation. And sometimes you win and you lose. I don't think I lost at all. Actually, I like it, but I don't know. I feel like I could have done something differently. I don't know. But whatever. It's totally fine. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Maybe just a little bit. So I think we're moving on to the bathroom. And gosh, I don't know what it is with me and these bathroom shapes. Like, I love bathrooms that are like tiny and cozy. Except in real life, because I need all the counter space a girl can get so I can see what the hell that I'm doing. Because, you know, makeup takes a lot of counter space. What can I say? I think we ended up going upstairs and I put in some lights, and then this was like, I think the next day or something like that. Like, I literally like the next day, or maybe it was a couple days later. I don't remember when I started this build, but anyway, we come upstairs and I just don't know what to do with this space. I'm like thinking curtains, I'm thinking rugs, whatever. I actually end up kind of just leaving that space. It's more like a hallway versus anything else. And I go with a very contemporary bedroom, super modern. I think I use this bed all the time. It's kind of like my default go-to. And my right hand, you my go-to. Oh yeah, girl. Breaking it down to some drizzle. Drake. AKA Jimmy from Degrassi. I think his name is Jimmy. I don't remember. Yeah, started from the bottom. Now we're here. Yes, I loved that show. I literally did. I loved it. And then let's see. I actually matched the rug to the bed perfectly, and this easel out in the balcony I thought would be very cool, but then I ended up like moving it, and you'll see where in just a minute. I think the master bedroom's a pretty nice size. I really wanted to take advantage of some ottomans. I love ottomans, especially for the foot of the bed. It kind of just spices things up a little bit, you know what I mean? And I don't know. I couldn't decide which one because there's so many that I really liked. And I try not to use CC in my builds just because it's really hard for me to link CC. I love that The Sims 3, you could literally just download someone's like creation and it would come with. I did like that. I don't think that's a possibility anymore in The Sims 4. I don't know. I have no idea if it is or isn't. But I did like that a lot because I could download it and then I would have their CC too. It was just easier. And I'm not going to lie. When it comes to linking CC, it's a pain in the culito. It really is. That's why I like my CC shopping videos, because then you can just kind of follow along and download what you please and kind of see where I get it from when I get it. It's a little bit more tedious for you to sit through all those videos, but you can like skim through the scrubber bar. It's not that hard. But anyway, for this bathroom, I decided to start doing less is more. I went very simple, black and white and gray. It's my signature theme. I think I go with that with a lot of my contemporary houses. Like, I know it could be a lot of different color palette, but my color palette is very restricted. I do believe if I ever had the opportunity to build a house, it would be very neutral, very not colorless per se, but it wouldn't have a lot of color. It just wouldn't, like, it'd be very beige and neutrally and rust colors, things like that. But those are what made me happy. I don't like bright colors. I really, really, really don't. I feel like they get tiring very quickly. I don't feel like they're as blendable. Like if you get furniture or other things, you know what I mean? I just like neutrals, and I like because they make me cozy and warm. But when it comes to kids' bedrooms and things like that, that's where I like to get colorful. Like, that's where it looks like a freaking rainbow just straight up faded on the walls. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like this little room. I don't know. It could be for any type of child. It does not matter. I don't know. I do like it. I really, really do. I cannot wait for it to get together. Oh my God. I need this to happen today. It needs to. It just needs to. But anyways, I think we struggled just a little bit figuring out what we're going to do with this area. I ended up moving the easel and putting it right there. I was going to make it like a little game area, but I wasn't feeling it. So I just decided, you know what? Oh, gosh, excuse me. Peanut butter. Easel time, peanut butter. Speaking of peanut butter and jelly, I think I'm down for one of those right now. But yeah, so I just did it very simple and blah. So I think that's pretty much about it. This is what the final result looks like. Basically, in a nutshell, I think we just add a couple more things in here, but nothing really, really too important nor dramatic. But this is my build, and this is how it came out. And if you guys are interested in picking up Sultan Square, you can go ahead and download it at Gen 2 606 on the Sims 4 gallery. If you do like it, don't forget to go ahead and give me a thumbs up on this video. Leave future suggestions for other builds or what have you. Even venues and things of that sort are totally recommended. We're about to unleash a whole new can of worms when Get Together does come out, because we'll be able to build coffee shops and things like that. I'm definitely going to do a renovation of the burnt bean, give it an upgrade, you know what I mean? Anyways, guys, all right, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go and comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun does not shine. And as usual, I will see you all next time. Bye, guys. How far I can take her while trying to stay true to everything Babs stands for. But I really want to get her personality across. I hate these freaking eyebrows. Like, they are horrible. Oh my god, they are terrible. I actually kind of like these ones, but none of these ones really give that brownish hue. Actually, kind of. But these look really bushy, like untamed. See here, what else do we have that I feel like would fit? She has a very unique frame, like face frame, so I think these ones seem pretty